lab number 7.1. In this lab we will try to test mobile application. The first UI part that we completed in lab number 3.8, and basically we will use for that rational mobile test workbench, which is the part of our MobileFirst Platform Studio, in case you're doing development within our MobileFirst platform and you would like to test apps that are deployed on this MobileFirst Platform server. Otherwise, you will need to buy a fully functional rational license. So basically, right now within the developer edition, we already have installed through the first section Labs Test Workbench inside Eclipse as a plugin, and right now we can actually start testing. So we will start with creating a new project, and this will be test project, test workbench project. Let's name it TMA test. And for now we will need tests and results here. And we don't need to move to a test workbench perspective for now. And we don't need to record any test. So next step for us will be actually to click on right click on Android environment, select Run As, and then test with IBM Mobile Test Workbench. Then we can select the folder where we would like to place our testing file for this application, and basically we can click finish. But in order to do that, we need to be sure that our app is deployed on server, and in my case it's already deployed because this lab I'm doing right after 3.8. So then we need to specify Android SDK location once again, because it's done for another plugin, just like this. And then I can click Android USB controller start button, and this will actually try to connect to this emulator that we have nearby, and we'll try to install rational test workbench inside. So it will try to do the same with a real device. So in case you will connect a real device, it will work exactly the same. So as you can see, it found the emulator and allowed me a choice whether I want to install a mobile client or not. I want to install it, so I will click yes, and we'll wait until it will be installed. Yeah, so now actually it's installed. As you remember, our emulator is quite slow, so first time it got timeout and asked me again about an emulator, but it worked from the second time. And as you can see, it's already connected to our studio. You see a server connection down there. And basically right now we can click OK and switch the perspective to test workbench, and now we can create our first test. So basically, as you can see here, we have our device. You see that it's actually a simulator and it accepts silent install. Of course, the resolution for our Eclipse is a bit slow for working with it in a normal way, but anyway, we are seeing that our device is here, and we're also seeing that our application is under processing stage. So this means that our app is actually analyzed by right now by this test workbench, and after it will be ready, we will be able to start testing. And basically we will do that right on our mobile device. So we will create a functional test on mobile device by manually passing all the steps that we need. So clicking buttons, navigating through screens, and then we will try to replay exactly the same that we did automatically through the test workbench client. So our app is processed, it's now available for testing. So we should see it under manage applications inside our emulator. Yep, it is here. And basically we can click record, it will be downloaded from a server and automatically installed and launched. So let's wait for this to finish. Yeah, so basically our app is launched. You see the screen, we can enter some data. Everything that we are doing right now actually recording. So let's try to enter test and click sign in. Nothing is happening because we didn't do that. Let's go to demo mode. Let's select the first one and accept this task. And then let's try to search for something like wheels. And select the first one again. Let's try to decline this task with missing documents reason and just click OK. And then let's try to do the same with the second task. But now let's try to specify our own reason, like description is empty, for example. Something like that. And basically, let's remove this. And that's all. We can get out of our app. So basically we can close the app because we do not have any close button, as you remember, inside the app. But anyway, in the same moment we closed our app, we should see that our recording actually is available for saving and further test generation. So we can click on it right here, specify the test name like test1. And then based on this recording, we can automatically generate a test by clicking finish button. And we can open and preview this test. So as you can see, we are launching the application and each and every step that we are doing actually recorded together with an image, with a picture. So we should have much better resolution, of course, to work with this respectively. But anyway, even this one is okay to just overview the basic behaviors. So first of all, after our app is started, we are clicking on edit text right here. Then we are entering the test, and in this field, then we are clicking on password field and entering the test there. And basically everything like that. So demo mode by clicking demo button. Then working with the input fields, entering in a search something like wheels and things like that. So basically right away we can try to launch this test on a real device, I mean on our emulator. So we can go back to our test workbench, go one level up and then go inside our app once again. And we are now seeing our test here. And basically, if we will click run test, we will launch all those test steps that we created. So let's do it. Let's run test here. And while the test will be running on device, actually we can also see the results if our device is located somewhere remotely and we don't have an access to it directly. We can also see the results via browser, and sometimes it's even more useful than watching the real device. And this browser report will be created right after test start, and we will be able to watch the results almost in real time. So let's wait before test will be launched. So here under results folder, we can actually see the result for our tests. So let's preview them, and in the same way let's watch how the tests are working. So each test step actually is shown together with a picture and with the information. If we will have some checks here, we'll also have results of those checks. So of course each image can be enlarged, so you can see each and every step. For example, this one, clicking on paragraph and everything as we did. And basically that step is finished with success, and others are also seems to be okay. So let's wait until our tests will be finished. And yeah, you're basically now seeing success result on a device, and you're seeing the same on the browser side. And this browser in our case is embedded inside the Eclipse window. So basically we just did our first successful testing of our mobile application on Android emulator, and this was pretty quick. So that's all for this lab. On this step our lab 7.1 is finished. Thank you.